Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What is up, everybody?
All right, so, dude, there's a lot of stuff going on with these movie release dates shifting back and forth. What's going on?
Yeah, so yesterday was kind of a big day, specifically for Warner Brothers, because we got a lot of movie delays. Basically, everything every big movie, other than Dune, it looks like, has seemingly been moved from what their release dates were previously. This was not something that surprised me too much, and I'll go into a little bit more on why one specific movie moving did not surprise me at all. But really, it started with I believe it started with Tenet getting moved to July 31st of this year, which is not really a huge move, but that the original spot was now taken by I believe they're showing Inception for its anniversary. They're going to be re-showing Inception in theaters. Now, there's something very important about that too, because apparently tied to that Inception showing, there's going to be some clips shown from all of Warner Brothers' upcoming movies.
Okay.
So that may have some very interesting footage in it for anybody who's interested in like Tenet, Wonder Woman, Godzilla vs. Kong. Anything that they can show might be in there. So Wonder Woman also got delayed, I believe, to October of this year.
Yeah.
But October 2nd, I believe. The big one, the one that I think we all care about, is Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yes.
Now, unfortunately, it is no longer coming out November 20th. It is now coming out May 21st, 2021.
Right.
Now, a lot of people, I've seen a lot of mixed reactions for this. And I'm going to tell you why a negative reaction to this is not correct, in my opinion. This is actually a very good thing. Because there's two main reasons why. I'll start with the more important reason. All evidence right now is pointing to another hotbed of COVID-19 infections in September.
Yes.
And that may last for a couple of months. And if this is the case, movie theaters may have to close again.
Yes.
So Godzilla vs. Kong was probably not going to come out during that time. And to be honest with you, it would be a miracle if anything came out during that time.
I mean, the COVID numbers have dramatically jumped for Texas, for Florida, and we know that they had reopened a lot of different things, but for some reason, the numbers are getting scary. Now, I know New York is being very, very cautious, but in some cases, we feel they're being too cautious, but nobody wants to have the virus continue and then get sick.
No. So the good thing, though, is that a lot of people have kind of looked at this as a positive thing. And there's two main reasons why it's positive. One, by May, this virus should potentially be under control.
Of next year, you're saying?
Of next year, yeah, obviously, because we've passed May for this year. So by May of next year, the virus should be under control in some form or another. I'm not saying that we're going to have a vaccine or anything like that, but by that point, things should be relatively back to whatever state they're going to be in quote unquote a normalcy, more so than we have now.
Right.
Again, barring any other potential disasters that could potentially happen, but that's besides the point. The other positive thing is that right now there is very, very little competition around that release. The only things that are coming out in May that have any notoriety really are Shang-Chi, which is 2 weeks beforehand. So I don't think that's going to be much of an issue.
I think that's going to move anyway, though.
That's probably going to move, yeah.
They're not doing anything with it right
now. Yeah, I actually think Eternals is going to take that spot. And then about a week after Godzilla vs. Kong comes out, the movie Cruella, which is a live-action Disney movie, of course, that's supposed to come out. I think that's going to move. And even if it does come out, then I don't think that's going to be very.
Yeah, I don't think Disney's going to hurt themselves with their own movies. I think they're going to space it out.
Yeah.
So we're going to see a whole new list of new shifting dates soon.
Yes. Now, on another odd note, No Time to Die has now moved into the spot that Godzilla vs. Kong was in. So that's now coming out November 20th of this year. Again, depending on how movie theaters are at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And the whole situation with the virus. So I am not upset with this move because we actually kind of got a tip off that this was going to be happening. Right. There was a weird story that happened with the Godzilla vs. Kong art book that is now up for pre-order on Amazon. Now, for those of you who don't know, what happened was randomly, I think it was about a week or two ago, the release date for the book changed from November 21st to May 21st, 2021. And everybody was like, what does that mean? Now, the caveat with this book is that this book has to come out after the movie comes out because it has spoilers. It's an art book. It tells you how things were made. They're very well made. I have the 3 books from the other 3 Monsterverse films that came out, and they're quite good. So everybody was like, "Hey, what the hell's going on?" Then shortly throughout the week, the release date changed back to November 20th, and then it moved up to November 17th. So everybody was like, "Oh, Amazon jumped the gun," and Legendary and Warner Brothers told them that the movie was going to be delayed. They changed the release date, and then they must have been like, "Hey, we didn't announce it yet. Change it back."
Right.
So now that the release date is confirmed to be May 21st, 2021, that's most likely when the book is going to come out.
Okay. Now, this book is available in Barnes & Nobles and comic book stores, right?
I don't believe it's available in comic book stores. I know it's available on Amazon and Books A Million and stuff like that.
All right.
It's about $30, but it's well worth it. It's well worth it. If you're interested in the production of the movies and kind of seeing the thought process of what went into this and a whole bunch of concept art and stuff, definitely pick it up. They're very well made.
Okay. So now, do you think that date is going to stick? That's going to be the final date.
Yes.
For... Okay.
I believe that it's time for Legendary and Warner Brothers to hold their ground and put the movie out.
Now, let me ask you a question. There is a possibility that Tenet could be delayed further.
Potentially,
because we didn't hear anything from the movie theaters that when they're reopening. There wasn't even a clue or a hint or a date or nothing. And we're in June right now. Is it possible that like July is totally done and August? Because here's the thing, like Bill and Ted is not moving their date. Bill and Ted Face the Music, that's supposed to come out in August.
Yeah.
And they're moving up. They're not moving back.
Right. The reason for that is that there actually is I don't remember what the date was, but there is a date in July where theaters are supposed to open up again.
Okay, like July 22nd, right? Or something
it's like that. Something like that. If it's anything to go off of, I know that Disney World down here is apparently planning to reopen completely on the 17th of July. So I believe that a bunch of theaters are trying to reopen at like a limited
New York
capacity.
will probably be last, because New York is...
Yeah. So I actually think Tenet is going to come out on the 31st.
Okay, really good. And again, it's not that much competition because other than Tenet, because we got to get a new revised list, but Bill and Ted is in August. And I don't know if September, The Conjuring, that's still coming out, I guess, right?
Depending on what happens, yeah.
Right, and then October will be Wonder Woman, and I guess December is Black Widow, right?
No, Black Widow is still supposed to come out in November.
Oh, Black Widow's coming in November?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Dune is that's not moved yet, right?
Dune has not moved yet. That's supposed to come out December 18th of this year.
Okay, so we're going to get crammed now with these movies.
Somewhat, yeah, but I think it's gonna. I think it's actually if the virus doesn't hit too badly, I think this is actually going to be. It's going to be there's going to be a bunch of movies coming out, but I think they can manage it.
Right.
The thing that I'm more so interested in is when is the Godzilla vs. Kong marketing going to start? And now now that we have a more concrete release date, this is my prediction for what is going to happen with the marketing. We're not going to see anything until the Comic-Con at home, which is in July.
July. Well, July, really? Because here's the thing. Really, July, you think they're going to show something? Now, the movie's completed, right?
The movie is done, yes.
And even the special effects, everything's done.
Everything's done, yeah.
So we're just waiting to release it.
Yep.
Okay. So you think July we're going to get the trailer?
Well, no. So this is what I mean. On July 22nd is when the Comic-Con at home thing is happening, and they are sticking to that. They put out a tweet a couple days ago like, no, it's happening on those dates. We are not moving it. So
okay.
And it's an at-home thing. I think we're going to get a poster. I think we're going to get a new poster, something different than that banner that we keep getting.
So it's like a live stream like PS5 had, but like for Comic-Con?
I think it's going to be something like that, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of virtual stuff is apparently what they're going to do. But
okay.
I think we're going to get a poster and some new information about some of the characters or something with Godzilla or something. Maybe something about Kong, though I think they're going to keep a lot of things about Kong quiet. I think we're going to get something on one of those days. I'm not saying a trailer. I think we're going to get a poster.
Okay.
I think the first trailer is going to be attached to Dune.
Okay.
I think that's when the marketing is officially going to start. It's going to be attached to Dune in December. Then we're going to get a second trailer, I think, in March. And then the TV spots, the merchandise, and a final trailer will come out in April into May. And then the movie comes out at the end of May.
Okay.
That's what I think the timeline is going to be for this.
All right. So other than that, there's other movies that got massively delayed too.
Yes.
Like Matrix 4 is not coming out until April 1st, 2022.
Yes.
Way pushed back.
Yeah,
I think John Wick 4, I guess, too. Also.
That Matrix film had the original May 2021 release date that Godzilla vs. Kong now has.
Right.
The reason that got moved back so much is A, that's also a Warner Brothers film, so it wasn't going to compete with itself.
Right.
And B, they haven't worked on that past what they've already done, and apparently they have
a long
way to go. Yeah, they got a long way to go with that. Yeah.
Very little. All right, so Black Widow coming out in November. The Eternals, didn't they stop filming that?
Yes.
So they have to restart that probably, I guess, in the fall, right?
Yeah, that's why I think that Shang-Chi is going to get delayed, and then Eternals is going to take that.
Shang-Chi, they only filmed a week, right? Was it like a week or two?
Yeah, before that I think was one of the first productions to actually shut down because I think some of
that wasn't that much. That wasn't that much they filmed at all.
Right.
I think of Shang-Chi. And I know all the other movies delayed too.
I think, honestly, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think Shang-Chi is going to get delayed to November 2021.
Yeah.
I really do.
Now, this also ties in with the Sony movies, though, too, because supposedly they're interconnected also with the MCU. So wouldn't, the Sony movies be massively delayed, too? Like, Venom, what's the date going to be for Venom now?
I think Venom has already been delayed. I don't know exactly.
That's we don't have a new date, right? And then Morbius, I don't even know when that's going to be.
I honestly think that's obviously going to get delayed as well. To be honest,
yeah,
I think.
And then Spider-Man, I heard something they're going to start filming soon. I don't know. But again, if they're all interconnected, that means they all got to wait to be released.
Basically, yeah.
Because they always have after credit scenes at the end that connects this movie to that movie. Now, what's going on with Disney Plus with WandaVision? Now they have to finish filming, correct?
I believe so. Yeah, I know that they've done a good chunk of it, but that's a series, so that sometimes they shoot the episodes out of order. Yes. So I don't know what's going to happen. To be honest with you, I don't know what's happening with that or The Mandalorian or Falcon.
Well, Mandalorian, I heard is they took care of everything they needed to, so that's the only thing that's coming out on time.
Well, maybe Maybe there are some things apparently where it may or may not come out in November now.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing: Disney Plus is really not having anything, no content for their subscribers. I mean,
yeah. What's unfortunate about that is their most recent movie, Artemis Fowl, which is a fantastic book series. I read it when I was in school. Yeah. So anybody who's interested in it, definitely read the books. But I heard the movie was awful, just absolutely terrible.
Oh no! And that's going to be going right to Disney Plus, right?
It's already on there.
Oh, it's not even doing well, probably.
Yep.
Right? Oh wow! And so Mandalorian. Okay, and then we have Loki. I heard was delayed. Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then supposedly the second season, the title was changed because probably Falcon is Captain America, so it's going to be Captain America and Winter Soldier, probably. I guess. So, and then we also got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that's winding down, but supposedly, I don't know if that's still the same universe. Me and Billy have that fight all the time. So, what else now besides that? What's going on with Star Wars?
So there's actually been a pretty decent amount of Star Wars news, despite everything that's been going on.
Right.
Mainly focused around The Mandalorian and around Ahsoka. Right. It sounds like Dave Filoni has finally gotten his wish, and Ahsoka is now a mainline Star Wars thing. Because apparently what we all thought was going to be a small part for her in The Mandalorian,
right?
Apparently we were all wrong. She has some sort of huge part in the episode that she's in. Apparently she is. They're saying it's very similar to one of Luke's last scenes in The Last Jedi, where he fights Kylo Ren and faces the First Order. Mm-hmm. Apparently she has a scene like that in the episode that she's in. Now, allegedly, she might be fighting the wielder of the Darksaber, Grand Moff Gideon, which would lead me to believe that he might be potentially Force sensitive.
Oh boy!
If he's able to stay on top of Ahsoka like that in a fight, that could be an indication that he's more than meets the eye there.
Right. Okay. Wow. So, at least we got the Mandalorian. That's good.
Right. Now,
what's going on with the other Star Wars shows?
Well, one other thing that I wanted to bring up, and that might either be connected to the Mandalorian or probably it sounds like it's more so going to be something else.
Okay.
There's a rumor going around right now, and I am praying to God that this is true.
Okay.
That they are in the process of casting an actor for Thrawn.
Wow.
So
that's huge.
That is huge. If that is the case, I can't wait to see what they do. Because
let me ask you a question. That story about Rian Johnson's trilogy, that's still happening?
They've never officially canceled it. That's all I can say with that.
Because he said it has to do with Rey, right? Or was that not true though? Rey.
There's a lot of things. So this is what happened with that. I think this is connected to that, but I can't say 100% for sure. But this is definitely something that happened recently. Somebody went online, and all they did was post a theory. And that theory kind of blew up into like, oh, this is happening. They're doing this officially.
Oh, so it's nothing.
Basically what happened was somebody went online and was like, okay, here's my theory. What if Palpatine actually won at the end of The Rise of Skywalker? And the theory is that since we didn't see Palpatine's spirit get taken into the netherworld of the Force or anything like that, he got what he wanted. Rey killed him. That's what he was trying to do. He said he wanted Rey to kill him. Rey killed him.
But he didn't did he possess her?
What they're saying is, what happens if he was killed? That's what he wanted. And he is now actually somehow, I don't want to say possessed because he's not in control, but he is within Rey somehow.
Oh, no.
And the idea was, what if they make an episode 10 where Rey gets taken over by Palpatine or is influenced to turn to the dark side. And then Ben has to come back to life through the netherworld of the Force.
Okay, well, see, now here's the thing. Remember how a long time ago I said that, like, say Yoda or somebody, like, they give themselves to the Force, that they would be able to come back?
It's right? Not like that, though. It's not like that.
Oh.
It would come back from the world between worlds like Ahsoka did. And they're citing that the reason that they've cast Rosario Dawson and that Ahsoka is now this huge part of Star Wars, more so than she's ever been, is that if anybody, and you hear her voice at the end of The Rise of Skywalker, if anybody would be able to find Ben and get him out through the world between worlds, it would be her. So
he would be alive completely.
He would be alive, yes.
Kylo Ren, but he would be, Ben Solo.
Ben Solo, yeah.
Ben Solo, right, okay. I would like that, because I don't like that he died in Rise of Skywalker. But, so now, in other words, she would be possessed, and that whole vision of the future where she's this evil friggin' thing with the lightsaber, that will be true.
It would come to pass, yeah.
It would come to pass that is the future.
And also in the theory, they said that Anakin would play a huge role in this, that he would somehow either help Ben or he would come back too, and then it would, basically the idea would be to solidify that he was the chosen one. He's always the chosen one. Him and
right.
Ben,
that would be good if, because I didn't like it that he was left out of the whole, like that whole thing. So in other words, it stays the way it is. He is the chosen one. He has to take out Rey then, right?
I don't think he necessarily has to kill her, but he I guess, would purge Palpatine's spirit from her and then cast Palpatine away or something like that.
So this would be Star Wars 10. So technically, the Skywalker saga would continue.
Hypothetically, if Ben stood alive, yes, it would technically continue. Now, here's the thing. A, this is just a theory. This is not actually happening.
Okay.
B, there's holes in this already. For one, Anakin is already still the chosen one. He was not removed from that spot. Rey is not the new chosen one or anything like that. It's still Anakin. He still destroyed the Sith. He still did all of that. Palpatine is just basically like a facsimile of himself in The Rise of Skywalker.
Right, he's a clone body and whatever,
Right. He's basically clinging to death, clinging to life, and he can barely do anything. That's why he wanted Rey to kill him. And that's why he kept saying, with my death, the Sith will be reborn, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So there's already a hole in that right there. Another thing is, we don't even know if Ahsoka is still alive. So how she would be able to get Ben through the world between worlds, there's a difference between coming from the world between worlds and being in the netherworld of the Force.
Right.
And from what the end of The Rise of Skywalker showed us, Ben is one with the Force. He has no body, so he's gone. He's dead. He's part of the Force. He's one with the Force. And he can come back as a Force ghost, I guess. But
could it be possible that they do a secret? This movie, they film it without anybody knowing? Probably not.
No, because none of the actors want to come back.
They don't want to come back.
Daisy Ridley said she doesn't want to do it. John Boyega doesn't want to do it. Oscar Isaacs doesn't want to do it. Everybody's gone. Mark Hamill's done with Star Wars.
Well, for now, they're gone. But
right. For now, I mean, they can.
We'll see how their career goes. And
yeah.
Okay. All right.
But do I think that we will see these characters again? Yeah, absolutely. We'll see them in some form or another. Yes.
Absolutely. I think so. I think Star Wars 10 is happening. Probably like 10 years from now, maybe.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah.
Right. Or less. Could be like 5 or 7 years. Never know.
I think we're going to get a couple of novels that tells us what happens after 9 as well.
Oh, yeah?
I really do. I think we're going to get like things that happen shortly after 9 and then go from there.
All right. Now, I know you saw the PS5 announcement.
I did. Resident Evil 8 Village looks amazing.
Looks so good, right? My God.
And that's another thing that I wanted to kind of throw my 2 cents in, because a lot of people are like really frightened of this next game, and they're like, why are there werewolves? Why are there vampires? Why is there this, that, and the other thing? This isn't Resident Evil. And I'm like, listen, everybody. Again, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am here. They are not actually werewolves and vampires. They are probably people who are infected by a virus or a parasite that is making them like these things.
Correct.
But they're not actually these things. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. You know, it's
the
guy who looks like a werewolf is probably infected by some kind of virus that makes him look like that. You know, that's
right. Exactly. Look, here's the thing. Even my son Joe, he's like, Dad, you got to beat Resident Evil 7. Come on.
You do. You do.
Game's coming, Dad. You got. I'm like, all right. So I got to stop playing it today, tomorrow, whatever. Yeah.
I think the biggest shock in that trailer, though, was Chris Redfield showing up at the end and just killing Mia in like 10 seconds. Right. Because that was shocking. Like I'm glad that Chris Redfield looks the way he does again, and he's a big character in the game. But the fact that he was just so cold-blooded, and he was just like, yeah, sorry, Ethan, and then he just shoots her.
Right.
Damn.
So yeah, I know. So I mean, is he the villain or not necessarily?
So there have been a lot of leaks about this game, and what they keep saying is they want you to think Chris is the villain. That's what they keep saying.
Okay, and he's not the villain.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm buying it. Absolutely, it's on the list.
I can't wait. It looks
even the Miles. Now, there's been some discrepancies about the Miles Morales game, the Spider-Man game. Now, originally, like they labeled it as an expansion, right? See, I never thought that this was Spider-Man 2 because I was told like they're working on Spider-Man 2 and they everybody's hired again, the actors that voice Peter Parker and all that stuff. So when they said Miles Morales, I'm like, well, this is definitely not Spider-Man 2. This is a separate game. But is this now it's an expansion, but then they corrected themselves. They said it's a standalone, right? Yes. Miles Morales is, but it's not a huge game though, right? It's like a small game.
It's not the sequel to Spider-Man. The sequel to Spider-Man is being made right now.
Correct. So in other words, this is a separate game, but it's not like, I mean, it's just another game.
It is connected to the first game, but it's not the sequel. It's just something that they're putting out right now to kind of hold people over for the second one.
Correct.
Give more,
that's what I thought.
Right, and to give more shine to Miles Morales because he's becoming a very popular character now.
Yes, in the comics too, he's getting bigger also.
Yeah, so they want to kind of give him his time to shine, which I'm all for.
Yeah, I like him. I like him now from Into the Spider-Verse. Was good.
Yeah, and I hope that they give him a big role in the second game as well. I hope he gets his moments of time there. I'm not saying he should outshine Parker because that is really his game.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to appear in the second. He might appear a little bit in the second game. But
I think he's going to appear depending on what happens in his game here in this expansion.
Yeah. Right. That's good. I'm getting that game too. There was a whole bunch of other games too. I mean, I was just trying to keep track of them all. There's another. There's this game where it's like a sort of like the time loop. There's a lot of time loop stuff they're doing, like dying, coming back, returner, and then there's this other one. Now, I mean, you're probably going to need $1,000 at least at launch to buy the system, a couple of games, controller. I mean, the system is probably going to be like $600, right? I would think.
Probably around there.
Tax, yeah. So save up. Now that's coming out this, well, I guess, November maybe, right? They didn't announce a date yet.
It's supposed to come out around the holiday season this year. I think that's what they're aiming for. Of course, we've also got the Xbox Series X that will be out around that time, I believe, as well.
Now, when are they going to announce their stuff?
They've already announced a good portion of it.
Oh, it's some good stuff, or no?
I mean, I don't know about game-wise, but apparently the specs are online.
Oh, yeah, there was another Halo, right, or something? And,
Halo Infinite, I believe, yeah.
Right, I remember seeing that, that's right, okay. I think PlayStation stuff is probably going to be way better, but,
It depends on what you want, I know a lot of people don't like the new design of the system.
I mean, it's different. I mean, I just want to see how this controller is. See, here's the thing, and I worry about controllers like that. Like, it's got to be comfortable.
Right.
Like, the DualShock has never really changed that much. It's big, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be so comfortable. When you have a bad controller, then it ruins the whole experience of playing games, period.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I remember getting Nintendo 64, and I'm like, what the hell is with this controller? And I was kind of turned off from the system, you know? Like, you got a bad controller, that's it. So I'm hoping that everything is fine with this controller, because it looks pretty big, right? I mean, as long I don't know how you can grip. I mean, we'll see. We'll see, I guess. I'm sure the controllers are going to be more expensive too. They never go down in price, so it's it's probably even more than the price of a regular DualShock. Are you going to get the PS5, or are you going to wait a little bit? I think Scott said he was going to wait a little bit.
I'm not a big gamer, so I'm probably not going to get either system.
I'm trying to get back. I'm getting back into gaming. I'm a huge gamer now again, and I'm probably going to buy it at launch.
If I was going to get either one, I would probably get the PS5, mainly because I want to play Resident Evil Village. Because I really liked Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they're going in this direction. And apparently, that game is coming out in 2021. The Resident Evil game for 2022 is apparently going to be Resident Evil 4 Remake.
But wasn't there also remaking of Veronica also, or that's just?
They're saying that there might be, but they're definitely doing 4.
But didn't people not like 3 as much as 2?
So the reaction to 3 was split because they took out some of the story from the original Nemesis. Okay. I really liked 3. I thought 3 because I'm going to be honest. I thought the original Nemesis got a bit boring after a while.
I beat the original. 3 was too short originally, and I beat it in like 4 hours when I was young. Right? I played the demo. I liked the demo of 3. I beat the demo. I mean, so I didn't buy it yet, but that's on the list. So I'm going to get that soon. And they dropped the price, $20, and now it's $39.99, I believe.
Right.
So that's great. So I'm probably going to be getting that Friday, maybe. And I'll start streaming that and playing that too, because I'm trying to stream now.
I would definitely finish 7 first.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, because I have to, listen, I have to beat 7. I have to beat 2 Remake. I have a list, so I know. I'm jumping around from the retro. I was playing Qbert rebooted, then I'm going to go back to Bloodborne. It's like I'm all over the place. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to beat Resident Evil 7, and then I'm going to beat Resident Evil 2, and then go right into 3. Remake. Yeah. All right. I guess that's it for now, right? We could always do another one later. Or is there a lot more to cover?
I think so.
Yeah. All right, so we can cover if there's anything else.
I think that might be it for now.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Chris. Had a good time.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.